Good day everyone, I'm Teacher Romel, your partner in today's lesson.
Welcome to ICT CSS Grade 9.
Our lesson for today is about measuring tools. Our objectives: at the end of the lesson, the students should be able to A. Discuss measuring tools, B. Identify the different measuring tools, and C. Appreciate the importance of measuring tools. Below is the link for Quarter 2 Module 3. Just type the link on your browser or copy this and paste to your browser so that you can access the Quarter 2 Module 3 of ICT CSS9. Now, prior to the lesson proper, please answer the pre-test. Afterwards, I will reveal what is the correct answer. Directions: multiple choice. Read the statement below. Write the letter of your answer. Now for the answer, letter B, number 1. That is measurement. Number 2, letter B also, that is measuring tool. Number 3, letter C, that is voltmeter. Number 4, letter C, electrical measuring instrument. And letter D for number 5, that is ammeter. Okay, who got the correct answer? Now, as a recap of our previous lesson, please answer the question: what are the features of specifications of processor? Number 2, enumerate the specifications of the video card that pertains to its speed. Okay, let's go to our lesson proper. In computer technology, measurements usually materialized in determining computer functions. The word measurement means determining a dimension, capacity, or quantity of an object, or duration of the task. Duration of the task we have here pertaining to time. The measurements include whether a storage medium has enough space to store a file in its memory, current temperature, speed, and performance of the CPU. Let's start with the measuring tools. What is a measuring tool? Measuring tool is a device used to calculate a measurable quantity. Take note, measurable quantity. Do you have on your mind that we have a quantity that cannot be measured? I think everything can be measured, but probably there is a certain measuring tool for each of that quantity. It is also used to take account of quantitative data. Quantitative data meaning it answers the questions how much, how many, how long, okay, how wide. Okay, that is why we have here the weight, the length, the time, and the temperature. Those are elements under quantitative data. Rulers and scales are the two common types of measuring tools used in computer-aided design. Okay, this design is made from a computer using a special kind of application so that you can enhance and come up with detailed design instead of using the pencil, the the technical pen, the paper, and others. Nowadays, the design can be made for 1 week. Previously, using the old type or the old method, it takes months to finish the design. Now, the types of rulers include yardsticks and tape measures that measure different distances. So these are only used for distances. Even long distances can be measured by stick and tape measure, but it takes time for you to finish the measurement, especially a 1 kilometer distance. Rulers are useful because they can have multiple measurements such as metric and imperial units, which are simple to use because it has marks denoting subdivision. You have noticed on the ruler we have two edges of the ruler. One is for the metric and the other one is for the imperial. Imperial means the measurement is in terms of inches and a foot. Subdivisions in terms of the metric, we have here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1 centimeter up to 30 centimeter. While in terms of imperial, we have here 1/16 to 16 or 1/8, 3/16, 4/16 or 1/4 up to 1 inch and 12 inches. So that is the ruler. Now, on the other hand, the instruments used to measure any quantity is called measuring instruments. Okay, any quantity measured by measuring instruments in general. So it measures the basic electrical quantities such as voltage and current. So these are the two basic elements in terms of electrical quantities that can be measured. Multimeter is the most commonly used instrument in computer technology to measure the quantities such as voltage, the current, and the resistance one at a time. Meaning to say, in terms of multimeter, that is package, you can able to measure voltage, current, and resistance on that only one instrument in terms of computer technology. Now, it can be used to measure DC and AC voltages. What is the difference between the AC and the DC? DC means direct current. Example of this is our dry cell and our battery of the truck. AC voltage is one example of this is a current made or produced by a alternator and the generator, and these are being converted into direct current. The geothermal used to produce alternating current of a big motor, in a big motor. DC and AC currents and resistances of several ranges. Okay, we have here the types of basic measuring instruments. So the basic measuring instruments are classified into two. One is voltmeter, the other one is ammeter. What is the difference of the two? A voltmeter is a measuring instrument which measures the voltage across any 2 points of an electric circuit. Voltage. Take note, voltage. So the units of voltage are volt and the measuring instrument is meter. So where does the word voltage came from? Or I mean, the unit volt came from? Okay, we have here the trivia. The word volt comes from the scientist who studied about voltage, which is in the name of Alessandro Volta. So the word volt comes from the word volta. Okay, and the unit for that is meter. Hence, the word voltmeter is obtained by combining the two words volt and meter. The one you see on the picture here in terms of its classifications is the DC voltmeter. Measures the direct current voltage across any 2 points of an electric. Okay, and number 2, we have here the AC voltmeter. Measures the AC voltage across any 2 points of an electric circuit. Now let's go to ammeter. Ammeter is a measuring instrument which measures the current flowing through any 2 points of an electric circuit. So the unit of current is ampere and the measuring instrument is meter. Okay, again, we have here the unit ampere for current. Where does this unit came from? Okay, the unit came from the name of Sir Andre Marie Ampere, the one who studied about current. Now, the word ammeter is obtained by combining am of ampere with meter. Ammeter can also be classified into two types based on the type of current that it can measure. One is the DC ammeter, can be used to measure the DC currents from 0 to 50 amperes. While the AC ammeter measures the AC current that flows through any 2 points of an electric circuit from 0 to 100 amperes. Now, let's go to classification of measuring instruments. The measuring instruments are classified into 3. One is electrical measuring instruments. The one you see on the picture are examples of electrical measuring instruments. There are a lot of measuring instruments for electrical. Okay, these are for measuring electrical quantities such as current, voltage, powers, and others. Now, good examples of electrical instruments are ammeter, voltmeter, and wattmeter. Next classification, the one you see on the picture, is for mechanical measuring instruments pertaining to machines. Okay, on the picture, I have seen here few types of caliper, the Vernier caliper, then the gauge. Okay, these are used for measuring the physical quantities which have static and stable condition. Stable condition meaning cannot be moved, cannot be changed. Unlike electrical, sometimes the measurement varies depending on the condition. Another classification is electronic measuring instruments. Okay, we have here pictures. Some of the electronic measurements or measuring instruments can be used in electrical, almost identical. These are used to measure anything that gives quick response time. Quick response time meaning automatically it will give you the measurement. These electrical and mechanical instruments provide quick response as compared to mechanical and electrical. As I have said, automatically it will give you the measurement in short period of time. Okay, now let's go to activities. Activity number 1, directions. Arrange the jumbled letters to form a word. Okay, we have here item number 1 to 5. So that is the jumbled letter. Write or arrange the letters into form a word. Right is on the space provided on the right. Activity number 2. Identify at least 5 measuring instruments that have in your home and classify them if it is electrical measuring instruments, mechanical measuring instruments, and electronic measuring instruments. So we have here 3-column table. First column is electrical measuring instruments. Right below it at least 5. Same with mechanical measuring instruments, at least 5 also, and electronic measuring instruments, at least 5. Now to wrap up, complete the statement below. I am happy to learn that, okay, complete the sentence. And number 2, I realized that, again, complete the sentence. Now for your post test directions, read the statement carefully. Choose from the box which is being described by the statement. Write your answer on the space provided. So we have here 6 choices on the box, such as ammeter, voltmeter, measurement, multi-tester, electrical measuring instruments, measuring tool. Okay, you may start now.
That ends our lesson. Thank you.